Men have different specs depending on what gives them their ego. So when they're not able to get anybody and they have that one person that they can go to, they will first use you and nobody. For that boy, from the moment you enter this house, I already know that he's a stupid boy. Me, as a single mom, I come on a show like this and I want to connect with a guy. It has to be somebody that can see through me. That his hobby is arguments. And I look at the patterns he has in the house. He always wants to cause situations that will stir up arguments. Why is annoying everybody? That's his hobby.
I really love it when a housemate is not only playing his or her game, but is able to like clock other people's game or strategy so as not to fall victim of their strategy or game. The conversation between Thelma Lawson and Gigi Jasmine this morning, ha! I loved it. Guys, I'm happy. I'm happy. However, I hope that the person involved in this conversation is able to listen to what this other party has to say. Thelma Lawson and Gigi Jasmine had about 8 minutes deep conversation, and throughout that 8 minutes conversation, Thelma Lawson was giving out gems back to back. In fact, I think I have a newfound respect for this lady called Thelma Lawson. What happened? I'll tell you. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking the Big Brother Naija show season 10. 10 over 10, no zero, no minus. 10 over tears, 10 over drama, 10 over love, 10 over confusion, and everything in between. So there was this conversation with Thelma Lawson and Gigi Jasmine, and everybody has been wondering what exactly would have happened. And probably you would have been seeing memes or videos of Gigi Jasmine being very sad and, the people saying, oh, move on, you can do this and all of that. What actually happened to Gigi Jasmine? Apparently, last night, these housemates were having a truth game, in the sense that one housemate will ask another housemate a truth about how they've been behaving in the house. And majorly, it was majorly about relationships, who is into who, what's going on here, what's going on there. So, Isabella asked Victory about Gigi Jasmine. She says, okay, Victory, when we started in this house and all of that, you were into Gigi Jasmine. In fact, you said you like her, you said you love her. And then Victory was like, no, I never use the word love. I always use the word like. Isabella said, okay, so you said you like this lady. And then at the end of the day, you decided to move to her friend Sultana. What exactly is happening there? So Victory was like, I liked Gigi Jasmine at some point, and then later on, I like Gigi Jasmine, and then I have a spec as a man. So yeah, I still like Gigi Jasmine, but then I have a spec. Isabella was not like, so is Sultana your spec? And it was like, oh, okay. People were like, okay, interesting, very nice one. Other housemates go around, talking about situationships and relationships in the house. Even Brett Morgan was asked about Midday, like, what do you feel about Midday? And he said, I really like her. Even Emisi was asked about her crush. Ivata was asking about her crush, and Emisi was like, I like 4 people. In fact, I like 5 people. She mentioned K Bobo, she mentioned Victory, she mentioned JCJ, and JCJ was like, how did I get into the mix and all of that? And then they moved on to other people. They also talked to Gigi Jasmine about the whole I'm crying in the house situation, all of that. But let's quickly circle back to Gigi Jasmine, because I think of all the conversations that were had about, who is into who and everything, the most embarrassing will be that of Gigi Jasmine and how Victory actually handled the situation. So from then, Gigi Jasmine had been in a mood. She has been sad and all of that. And people are saying, why are you sad? Why are you feeling this way? And I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Because this lady apparently likes this guy, right? And then, he seemed to have moved to her friend. Even though they didn't have like an official relationship, I think it's quite disrespectful to do that. I mean, how many of you can handle, let's not even say a relationship, how many of you can handle a man who probably has been chasing you and says he likes you, or you guys have a kind of connection? How many of you can handle that man moving on to your friend, whether you're a guy or a girl? And a man, a girl likes you and all that, you are into a girl, and then the girl is moving on to your friend. How will you handle it? You will not handle it well, right? So people saying that Gigi Jasmine is being too emotional, I don't think that's right, because she apparently really likes the guy. But let's quickly now go into what Thelma Lawson told Gigi Jasmine. So they were talking, and then Thelma Lawson was like, see, first things first, let me break it down to you. Victory is like a guy that knows that he's attractive, and probably he gets girls all around him and all of that outside the house. Now, coming into the house, you are met with other guys who have better packaging, guys who are finer, guys who are more handsome than you are. So the first thing that you have to do for you to be able to feel like a man again is first to see who is easily accessible, who is my easiest person in this house, and then move on to that person. Once they move on to that person and they are able to stabilize, they'll not be like, okay, let me not go for the person I will actually go for. And in your situation, Gigi Jasmine, that's what actually happened. Victory came into the house. You were the first to connect with him. You guys were moving together and all of that. And it was very easy for him to say, okay, let me just latch on this person first before I move on to other people, right? And that's what actually happened. So Gigi Jasmine was like, I know, I understand that, but I really feel embarrassed because, of course, of all people to move on to, it's my friend. And in as much as I said that I have had a conversation with my friend Sultan about the whole situation, I can't just help but feel hurt about the way everything actually turned out. And then Thelma Lawson was like, see, another thing about Victory is the fact that he likes arguments, right? And the fact that he likes arguments, looking at the way he talked about you guys yesterday, disrespectfully would definitely bring up arguments. Like sometimes you will see him say things to people to just spur up arguments. And so if you're not attentive to who Victory is, you will fall prey. Thelma Lawson now went on to say that, see, I really do not understand his game that well. I do not understand his person, but you see his game, I really understand it. He's a clown. He tries to like argue. He does this and he does that. So you have to stay alert and you don't have to allow this thing to like get to you, because primarily you came into this house for a game. So in as much as whatever the housemates are saying about you is going around, it shouldn't matter. Your focus should be what the audience, that's we watching, feel about you and what we think about you, and you move on from it. And she was like, yeah, I understand. You know that Thelma Lawson is a straight talker. So Thelma Lawson was now like, you are saying that you like this guy, or you probably had a deep connection for him in the first week of coming into the house when it's not just like, girl, be real. I mean, be for real. Like, what's that? And the Gigi was like, yeah, I understand.
Everybody read character go show. Even me self, my read character don't dey show. If you do small, you connect. Imagine playing a game and you're asking him what he was doing with me. That's why you have to be careful here, because if you let other people fuck up your game, you have to move with the flow.
I just kept on looking at Thelma Lawson and I said to myself, this lady is intelligent. She is smart. She knows what she's doing. And she even went on to say that, okay, I understand that when I came into the house, I told Big Brother and I told Ebuka that I want to have fun. I've been having fun. I'm a loner. I enjoy my own company, right? And in as much as everybody's trying to latch on one person or the other, I am fine by myself. If anybody's coming into my life, if I'm giving anybody that my time and attention, the person has to be bringing a lot of value to me. If not, girl, what are you doing in my life? You're occupying space. And I saw the way Thelma Lawson was trying to help Gigi Jasmine understand that she as a person, that's Gigi Jasmine, is valuable. And in as much as this guy has moved this way based on his game, you can't tell what will happen later on. But for now, you have to hold your head up high and keep on playing your game. Like, don't feel down because of how he talked. Like, it shouldn't like diminish who you are. It doesn't reduce who you are as a person. And if you have your diary session, talk to Big Brother about how you feel and move on. Don't stay in that sadness. Don't stay in that bubble. And I was like, Gigi Jasmine, I hope you really understood what Thelma Lawson is saying by telling you that, see, this guy is playing a game and you to play your own game. I said it before, nobody in their right senses, if you genuinely like somebody, will be happy that the person that you genuinely like is moving on to your friend. Like, nobody will. But since it's a game, girl, you have to like stand up. Thelma Lawson goes on to talk about the whole Isabella and Koikumi situation, because while they were playing their game, right, Koikumi was saying that at first he didn't really like Isabella, but later on he was emotionally attached to her and he has grown to like her. She's a crybaby, she's a this and that. And the person that asked the question was Midi. So that already caused a lot of issues, or would I say a little issue between Isabella and Koikumi. But Thelma Lawson was telling Gigi Jasmine that, see, I have known this guy from before the house, right? And he's not this kind of person. And I will not say because myself and Isabella are not cool, my friendship with Koikumi will be ruined. And I don't care what it is that they are doing. When we are done with this show, everybody will know where they belong. Everybody will know where they stand on this game, right? And Gigi Jasmine was like, oh, you actually know him? And she said, yes, I know him. But circling back to you, Gigi Jasmine, stand up from this bed, have your bath, live your life and move on. Don't let anybody use you. Don't fall prey for anybody or to anybody's game in this house. You have to be street smart. And I was like this to Thelma. See, you can call her bitter, you can call her straight, you can call her a loner, you can call her anything. But like I said, I have a newfound respect for her because this lady has taken her time to sit and watch the housemates. I mean, she did have an argument with Victory at some point where they were sharing the food stuff that Big Brother brought after they won their wager, and she cleared Victory. And as much as Victory was calling her different type of abusive names, she told him what she wanted to say, insulted him when she wanted to, and kept quiet. And the guy just kept on talking and talking, and she did what? She did not react. And I was like, who are you, this lady? Like, who are you? So it just shows that this lady is in the game. And I do not know how far Thelma Lawson will go when it comes to the Big Brother Naija season 10 game. But I would say that so far she's playing a very good game, and I wish her all the best. Because, girl, I am blown away. Guys, let me know what you think about Thelma Lawson's personality and her game in that house and how she's moving, plus her conversation with Gigi Jasmine about how the game went and how she should feel. Plus, I'd like to know what you think about Gigi Jasmine and the whole dynamic with Sultana in the comment section. Like, ordinarily, I'm not sure if people would want to be friends with somebody who is going after the man that you like. But what do you think that Gigi Jasmine should do in the comment section? I mean, I know when she has a diary section, she's going to definitely be crying or being very emotional. But I really hope that she does move on. I got you with more right here on this channel. Till next time, remember to enjoy every moment. Bye.